welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing the Ninjago land bounty, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the design of the set, all of the minifigures, and the value of the set as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the set review. Now, exploring the design of our land bounty, I really love these wheels and how it very nicely transitions from these gold plates to the actual tire. The wheels do turn themselves also, and there's a little gear on the back right down here that you turn and the wheels will turn. It's a bit weird, it's a bit annoying sometimes, but it's okay. And then we also have these cool shredder things. I love how they do generally work, and for some reason these little tires came off. These are supposed to go on the bottom down there, and they generally do work very well. As you can see, they're turning whenever you move it, no matter what surface you're on, and so they do generally work pretty well. I love the small details like these things and these windows too, as well as these stickers. Take a look at the front. This grille looks fantastic, and I love how these smooth pieces are used, as well as some of the headlights and these orange lights too, so that's pretty cool. And now also moving on up to the deck. The deck is very nice, and there's a lot of space to put the Ninja. I love how a cannon is used in this set. Generally we see spring-loaded missiles and stud shooters, which are also in the set, but I love that there's a cannon included, and these golden blades are a nice addition. I really like the sails, although I do feel the back sail is a bit too far away from the front sail. And these railings and stairs are nice too. I love how there are two different levels entirely. You have this deck up here, and even inside there's a lot going on inside too, and it's very easy to access the interior. All you do is slide this off, and let's move it over, and our tree fell into there. But there's a nice little weapon rack. There's even a teapot, 2 seats for Ninja, and this blue thing is actually an arcade, which is really cool. So I love that. Now taking a look at our upper little ship here, this actually detaches completely, and you can take it off like that. Without that upper ship, it looks a bit blah. I wish they used red pieces of this area, but there's a spring-loaded shooter that does raise up. Now taking a look at our other ship, this is pretty nice, and you can access the interior by lifting up these. I love these blasters, and I think they look pretty cool for the most part. However, I gotta say, when they're out like this, with these pieces exposed, it's not that good looking. But if you slide it in, it looks a lot better like that. So all in all, I do think the design of this set is really good. I love the interior and the attention to detail on this set. It looks awesome. So now talking about our Asphira minifigure. This minifigure is outstanding and probably the best Serpentine minifigure we've ever seen. Now aside from the major inaccuracy, that would be her tail. She has a serpentine tail in the show, but I think she actually looks really good with this ghost tail, and it does capture that more magical side of Asphira that we don't see too much in the show. So I really love that. I love the colors with the different shades of yellow and the orange, and her torso is great too, the influence from Egyptian mythology and how she kind of looks like an Egyptian queen. And I think this ghost tail, although not accurate at all, looks really good. All in all, this is an outstanding minifigure. I love the mold. The transparent eyes don't work well with other Pyrosnake minifigures, but due to the contrast between the darker eyes and the bright head, it works really well on Asphira. So I think this is a really good minifigure. Now talking about her right-hand man, Char. This is a pretty awesome minifigure too. I love the printing on the serpentine tail and the torso as well. And the head is nice too, although one major complaint. You cannot see this guy's eyes, and that's why the transparent eyes might not have been the best design choice. It worked well on a minifigure like Asphira, but unless you turn him to the side, you're generally not going to see his eyes very well, which is a big problem. The staff is nice, although it feels a little bit bulky, and it feels a bit too big, but I really like the colors for Char and the contrast between the oranges and the black. We do technically get 2 Pyrosnake minifigures, so this is the first one, and I think he looks pretty good. So here's the first one, and then I'll talk more about the second one, since these guys are almost exactly the same, only difference being the shoulder armor. And I think the Pyrosnake minifigures are outstanding. I love the mummy feel, and with the fire just coming out of those wrappings. And I think the colors are great. The dark orange, that kind of earth orange feel, and I think the Pyrosnake minifigures are really good. The transparent eyes aren't as bad as they were with Char, but definitely not as good as they were with Asphira. So I feel like non-transparent eyes or solid eyes would have been better for the Pyrosnakes, but their heads look really good. And I love the whole kind of mummy feel or sarcophagus feel with these heads and the fire coming out on the side. So the Pyrosnakes are great. Talking about the treacherous deceiver himself, Wu, and his season 11 outfit. This cape is really cool. I love the color. It goes very well with his season 11 torso. And I think his torso is really good. I love the different shades of red that we have on the legs and his belt. I think red is a nice design choice for Wu this wave around. And we have a nice looking dragon and even a braid. He has a new face print for this wave. And I think the colors blend together really nicely. Love the contrast between the dark legs and the white torso. All in all, this is a really good minifigure. Now, talking about our Cole minifigure, I'm not a fan of Cole's minifigure this time around, and let's just take him out of there. I feel like Cole's minifigure this season, oh, we broke that. I feel like Cole's minifigure is just really underwhelming for season 11. It's just not exactly that unique, and nothing really seems to stand out that much. So I'm not a big fan of Cole's minifigure for this season. I feel like the belt should have been a different color, and I guess it's a little better on the back. I just don't really feel like there's enough detail on this minifigure, and it's just a bit too simple for me. So I'm just not really a huge fan of it. Now, talking about our Kai minifigure, this minifigure is okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the straps. I mean, I feel like they could have done more, but I think the colors are a lot better than on Cole's minifigure, where everything just mushes together. I think you can see more. It just stands out more. So I think the straps are definitely a lot better on this minifigure. I don't think this minifigure is perfect, and it's certainly not the best of this wave. So I would probably give it a C maybe, but I think it is a good minifigure. Now, talking about our J minifigure. The J minifigure is not bad. I'm also kind of on the same side I was with Kai for this minifigure. I don't really like the idea of the straps just being this high. There's nothing really over here. I feel like a little bit more detail or just something could have been put over here. Maybe more of the straps. Maybe this upper strap, the one horizontal, could have been placed a bit lower. His legs are darker, which I think is pretty interesting. I like that we're getting different colors for the ninja, kind of like Wu. And this is just an okay minifigure. It's nothing too special. And lastly, we have Nia. I am not a fan of Nia's, and we broke it again. Good job to me. Anyways, I'm not a fan of Nia's gray colors. However, this minifigure is actually really, really good, and I would say it is my favorite of the Ninja minifigures. I really love how blue is. There's more blue in this minifigure than there is for, let's say, the Season 8 minifigure. So I think that's definitely a step in the right direction, including more of this bright blue. And I think that's nice, this little water symbol and her blue belt. I think that's really cool. All in all, this definitely is the best of the gray minifigures we have seen from Nia. Miles better than the other two minifigures she's had. And it feels a little bit more inspired by water this time around. I love how there is this blue strap that's definitely helping this minifigure to stand out and not feeling as blah as some of her other minifigures were. So I do think this is a really good suit and probably my favorite of the bunch. There's also this really cute tiny little buggy thing that you can put in the back with the spring-loaded launcher, and I think this is a really, really cute addition to the set, basically a mini version of the land bounty, so that is pretty nice. Now anyways, just some thoughts to wrap up. I feel like this set is really too expensive for what we are given. It is at least $30 more than the castle in the US, however, it has 100 less pieces than the castle. I know the final product does appear to be bigger than the castle, although you do get 9 minifigures, which is quite a bit. However, I feel like this set should at least be 110 at max. This set, I feel, as for the minifigures, you do get a lot of Pyro Snakes, and I feel like this set should have had that Pyro Whipper minifigure. It has the same head mold as Char, and I think only appears in one set, either the Katana or the Dirt Bike. Not entirely sure, but I feel like that should have been included in this set, rather than 2 nearly identical Pyro Snakes. Now, all in all, I do think that this set is really, really good. I quite love the idea of the land bounty. I know there are some people who don't really like the idea of the land bounty and just essentially putting the bounty on wheels, but I think it's really cool. I love the idea of this mobile base, essentially a much better version of the DBX in a way, even bigger. And I think it's really cool. The set has a lot of interior detail, and the attention to detail in this set is amazing. It's really big, a lot of places to position Ninja on, and so many different features too. It's very easy to access the interior. All in all, I say that this is a really, really good set. There are a few problems with it, such as it being too expensive, but I think the design of the set is really outstanding, so I am in the end going to give this set a 4.75 out of 5. I thought this was an amazing set and easily the best of the wave. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone ever you know, and let me know what you guys thought of the land bounty. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.